Tokyo Haneda Airport, Addis Information Bravo, time 1202 Zulu, wind 190 at 15, visibility 21, temperature 24, dew point 21, QNH 1005 remarks. File flight plan prior to contacting ATC. Use of departure and arrival procedures recommended landing runways 23 and 22. Expect visual approach. Departing runways 16 left and 16 right advise on initial contact. You have information Bravo. Tokyo Haneda Airport, Addis Information Bravo, time 1202 Zulu, wind 190 at 15, visibility 21, temperature 24, dew point 21, QNH 1005 remarks. File flight plan prior to contacting ATC. Use of departure and arrival procedures recommended landing runways 23 and 22. Expect visual approach. Departing runways 16 left and 16 right.
Narita International Traffic, November 546 Lima Alpha Heavy is on final, runway 16 right. Narita International Traffic, November 546 Lima Alpha Heavy, going around.
Narita International Traffic, Cebu 5052 is taking off runway 16 right, departing south.
Narita International Traffic, Thai 007 Heavy, taxi into runway 16 left.
Narita International Traffic, Cargolux 1622 Heavy is 22 nautical miles to the east of 10,700 feet, inbound for landing, will make left traffic for runway 16 right. Thai 007 Heavy, contact Narita Tower on 122.7.
Contacting Narita Tower on 122.7, Thai 007 Heavy.
Cathay 284, wind 230 at 18 gusting 26, number 1, runway 16 right, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 16 right, Cathay 284.
Narita Tower, Thai 007 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 16 left, departing straight out.
Thai 007 Heavy, wind 230 at 16 gusting 26, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 left, Thai 007 Heavy. Thai 007 Heavy, request frequency change.
Thai 007 Heavy, contact Tokyo approach on 125.4.
Contacting Tokyo approach on 125.4, Thai 007 Heavy.
Japan Air 528, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Tokyo approach on 125.4.
Japan Air 528, request frequency change.
Tokyo approach, Thai 007 Heavy, with you at 7,000.
Japan Air 528, report airport inside.
All Nippon 41 is 5 nautical miles south of Tokyo Haneda at 5,200 feet, requesting GPS approach runway 32 left at Osaka International.
All Nippon 212, descend and maintain 2000.
Descend and maintain 2000, all Nippon 212.
Airport in sight, Japan Air 528.
All Nippon 41, you're outside of my airspace. Proceed on course.
Roger, all Nippon 41.
Japan Air 528, clear visual approach runway 22.
Maintain current altitude until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 22, Japan Air 528.
Japan Air 528, maintain 170 knots until 5 mile final.
Maintain 170 knots until 5 mile final, Japan Air 528.
All Nippon 212, report airport inside.
Japan Air 528, request frequency change.
Japan Air 528, contact Tokyo Haneda Tower on 118.1.
Wilco, all Nippon 212.
All Nippon 41, contact Fukuoka Center on 127.0.
Contacting Fukuoka Center on 127.0, all Nippon 41.
All Nippon 212, disregard last message. Stand by, Pakistan 321. Contacting Tokyo approach on 125.4, Cambodia Air 715. All Nippon 212, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 23 approach.
Maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 23, all Nippon 212.
Pakistan 321, turn right heading 130, descend and maintain 3000.
Cambodia Air 715 is 12 nautical miles southeast of Narita International at 13,500 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 23 at Tokyo Haneda.
Turn right heading 130, descend and maintain 3000, Pakistan 321. Cambodia Air 715, continue as far. Thai 007 Heavy, say intentions. Japan Air 98, descend and maintain 3000.
Thai 007 Heavy is 22 nautical miles south of Narita International at 11,000 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 22 at Tokyo Haneda.
Thai 007 Heavy, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 23 at Tokyo Haneda.
Roger, Thai 007 Heavy. Japan Air 98 is 16 nautical miles east of Kisarazu at 5,400 feet, requesting visual approach runway 22 at Tokyo Haneda.
Pakistan 321, turn right heading 300, descend and maintain 2000. Turn right heading 300, descend and maintain 2000, Pakistan 321. Japan Air 98, continuous file, expect the visual approach runway 22 at Tokyo Haneda. Japan Air 98, descend and maintain 2000.
Descend and maintain 2000, Japan Air 98. Thank you, Japan Air 98.
Cambodia Air 715, contact Fukuoka Center on 12, Thai 007 heavy, say intentions.
Thai 007 heavy, requesting ILS approach runway 23 at Tokyo Haneda.
Thai 007 heavy, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 23 at Tokyo Haneda.
Roger, Thai 007 heavy.
Thai 007 heavy, turn right heading 300, descend and maintain 6000.
Tokyo approach, all Nippon 1096, with yield 16,000, descending via AX2 Bravo arrival.
Turn right heading 300, descend and maintain 6000, Thai 007 heavy.
Pakistan 321, turn left heading 250. Turn left heading 250, Pakistan 321. All Nippon 1096, radar contact, say approach request. Pakistan 321, request frequency change. Pakistan 321, contact Tokyo Haneda Tower on 118.1. Contacting Tokyo Haneda Tower on 118.1, Pakistan 321.
All Nippon 1096 is 21 nautical miles south of Tatima at 14,000 feet, requesting visual approach runway 22 at Tokyo Haneda.
All Nippon 1096, continuous file, expect the visual approach runway 22 at Tokyo Haneda.
Roger, all Nippon 1096.
Thai 007 heavy, please follow instructions. Japan Air 98, report airport in sight.
Wilco, Japan Air 98. Airport in sight, Japan Air 98.
Japan Air 98, clear visual approach runway 22.
Maintain current altitude until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 22, Japan Air 98.
Japan Air 98, contact Tokyo Haneda Tower on 118.1.
Contacting Tokyo Haneda Tower on 118.1, Japan Air 98.
Virgin 987 Heavy is 4 nautical miles west of Chofu at 13,000 feet, requesting flight following to London Heathrow. Virgin 987 Heavy, proceed on course to London Heathrow. Proceed on course, Virgin 987 Heavy. Virgin 987 Heavy, contact Fukuoka Center on 127.0. Contacting Fukuoka Center on 127.0, Virgin 987 Heavy.
Cambodia Air 715, requesting ILS approach runway 23 at Tokyo Haneda.
Cambodia Air 715, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 23 at Tokyo Haneda.
Roger, Cambodia Air 7.
Thai 007 Heavy, turn right heading 330.
Turn right heading 330, Thai 007 Heavy.
Delta 180 is 4 nautical miles north of Kisarazu at 5,700 feet, requesting flight following to Daniel K. Inouye.
Delta 180, proceed on course to Daniel K. Inouye. Air Force 2 is 19 nautical miles south of Utsunomiya at 27,800 feet, requesting visual approach any runway of Narita International.
Proceed on course, Delta 180.
Air Force 2, requested airport is outside of coverage area. Proceed on course. Roger, Air Force 2. Delta 180, contact Fukuoka Center on 127.0.
Contacting Fukuoka Center on 127.0, Delta 180.
PG 350 Foxtrot Juliet, say intentions. PG 350 Foxtrot Juliet, contact Fukuoka Center on 127.0. Contacting Fukuoka Center on 127.0, PG 350 Foxtrot Juliet. Cambodia Air 715, turn right heading 010, descend and maintain 7,000.
Turn right heading 010, descend and maintain 7,000, Cambodia Air 715.
Thai 007 heavy, descend and maintain 4,000. All Nippon 10.
Descend and maintain 4,000, Thai 007 heavy.
Descend and maintain 6,000, all Nippon 1096.
Cambodia Air 715, do not exceed 250 knots.
Do not exceed 250 knots, Cambodia Air 715.
Victor Tango Alpha Charlie Alpha Heavy is 4 nautical miles north of Caceres North 7,200 feet, requesting GPS approach any runway at Tokyo Haneda. Victor Tango Alpha Charlie Alpha Heavy is 3 nautical miles north of Caceres North 7,700 feet, requesting IELTS approach any runway at Tokyo Haneda.
Victor Tango Alpha Charlie Alpha Heavy, airport is unable to accept arriving traffic. Please divert to a suitable airport. Victor Tango Alpha Charlie Alpha Heavy, contact Fukuoka Center on 127.0.
Contacting Fukuoka Center on 127.0, Victor Tango Alpha Charlie Alpha Heavy.
All Nippon 1096, descend and maintain 5000.
Descend and maintain 5000, all Nippon 1096.
Cambodia Air 715, make a left 360.
Making a left 360, Cambodia Air 715.
Thai 007 Heavy is 13 nautical miles east of Kisarazu at 4,000 feet, requesting radar vectors to Tokyo Haneda.
Thai 007 Heavy, expect vectors to Tokyo Haneda. Thai 007 Heavy, disregard last message. Thai 007 Heavy, expect vectors for runway 23 at Tokyo Haneda.
Roger, Thai 007 Heavy.
Thai 007 Heavy, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000, Thai 007 Heavy.
Cambodia Air 715, please follow instructions or you will be reported. Thai 007 Heavy, turn left heading 300.
Turn left heading 300, Thai 007 Heavy.
Thai 007 Heavy, please follow instructions. Thai 007 Heavy, contact Tokyo Haneda traffic on 122.8.
Contacting Tokyo Haneda traffic on 122.8, Thai 007 Heavy.
All Nippon 1096, descend and maintain 3000.
Tokyo Haneda traffic, all Nippon 826 Heavy is taking off runway 16 left, departing north. Tokyo Haneda traffic. Thai 007 Heavy is on right base. Runway 23. Tokyo Haneda traffic. Thai 007 Heavy is 14 nautical miles to the east at 3,000 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make left traffic for runway 23. Tokyo Haneda traffic. Thai 007 Heavy is 10 nautical miles to the northeast at 3,000 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make straight in for runway 23. Tokyo Haneda Tower. Thai 007 Heavy. Inbound on the ILS runway 23 with information Bravo. Thai 007 Heavy. Wind 210 at 12. Number 1. Runway 23. Cleared to land.
2,500.
Number 1. Cleared to land. Runway 23. Thai 007 Heavy.
Tokyo Haneda Tower, all Nippon 1096, inbound on the visual runway 22.
All Nippon 1096, wind 210 at 12, number 1, runway 22, cleared to land. All Nippon 826 heavy, contact Fukuoka Center on 127.0.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 22, all Nippon 1096.
Contacting Fukuoka Center on 127.0, all Nippon 826 heavy.
Thank you, all Nippon 1096.
1000. 1000. 500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
007 heavy, when able turn right, contact ground on the taxiway. Wilco, Thai 007 heavy. Tokyo Haneda ground, all Nippon 26. Tokyo Haneda ground, Thai 007 heavy, request taxi to parking. Tokyo Haneda ground, Japan Air 111, ready to taxi to runway 22. All Nippon 260 Alpha Delta, push back approved, tail to the south, expect runway 16 left. Push back approved, tail to the south, runway 16 left, all Nippon 260 Alpha Delta.
Tokyo Haneda ground, all Nippon 99, ready to taxi to runway 16 left.
Japan Air 111, runway 16 right, taxi via Whiskey 13, Alpha 14, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 16 right via Whiskey 13, Alpha 14, Japan Air 111. All Nippon 99, runway 16 left, taxi via Romeo, Thai 007 heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxiing to
Taxi to parking, Thai 007 heavy. All Nippon 1096, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxi to parking, all Nippon 1096.
Tokyo Haneda ground, all Nippon 441, ready to taxi to runway 16 right with information Delta.
Tokyo Haneda ground, all Nippon 044 heavy, ready to taxi.
Japan Air 9890, pushback approved, tail to the west, expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved, tail to the west, runway 16 left, Japan Air 9890.
All Nippon 044 heavy, taxi to runway 16 left, hold short of 16 right 34 left. All Nippon 441, hold position.
Taxiing to runway 16 left, will hold short of 16 right 34 left, all Nippon 044 heavy.
Holding position, all Nippon 441. Tokyo Haneda ground, Turkish 51 heavy, ready to taxi to runway 16 left.
Turkish 51 heavy, runway 16 left, taxi via Whiskey, Kilo, Charlie 14, contact tower when ready.
All Nippon 1096, request permission to cross runway 16 right.
Tokyo Haneda ground, Air India 124, ready to taxi. Taxiing to runway 16 left via Whiskey, Kilo, Charlie 14, Turkish 51 heavy.
All Nippon 1096, cross runway 16 right.
Crossing runway 16 right, all Nippon 1096.
Tokyo Haneda ground, all Nippon 441, ready to taxi to runway 16 right with information Delta.
Thank you, all Nippon 1096.
All Nippon 441, taxi to runway 16 right, contact tower when ready. Air India 124, taxi to runway 16 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 left, Air India 124. Tokyo Haneda ground, Japan Air 9890, ready to taxi to runway 16 left with information Delta.
Japan Air 9890, taxi to runway 16 left, hold short of 16 right 34 left.
Taxiing to runway 16 left, will hold short of 16 right 34 left, Japan Air 9890.
All Nippon 044 heavy, cross runway 16 right.
Crossing runway 16 right, all Nippon 044 heavy. Thank you, all Nippon 044 heavy.
Tokyo Haneda ground, Thai 007 heavy, request taxi to gate 73 at the terminal 2. Tokyo Haneda ground, hold position.
Japan Air 9890, request permission to cross runway 16 right.
Japan Air 9890, hold short of runway 16 right.
Hold short of runway 16 right, Japan Air 9890.
Thai 007 heavy, taxi to terminal 2 gate 73 via Romeo. Taxiing to terminal 2 gate 73 via Romeo, Thai 007 heavy.
Contacting Tokyo Haneda Tower on 118.1, all Nippon 044 heavy.
All Nippon 441, give way to aircraft on your left.
Tokyo Haneda ground, Bravo Mike Bravo Bravo, ready for pushback with information Delta.
Bravo Mike Bravo Bravo, pushback approved, tail to the south.
Pushback approved, tail to the south, Bravo Mike Bravo Bravo.
Japan Air 9890, cross runway 16 right, please expedite.
Crossing runway 16 right, Japan Air 9890. Tokyo Haneda ground, Japan Air 479 Quebec Romeo Heavy, ready for pushback with information Delta.
Japan Air 479 Quebec Romeo Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the south, expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved, tail to the south, runway 16 left, Japan Air 479 Quebec Romeo Heavy.
Japan Air 9890, contact Tokyo Haneda Tower on 118.1.
Contacting Tokyo Haneda Tower on 118.1, Japan Air 9890.